This very simple Medicare mistake could easily cost you upwards of $283 or more right now in 2026. This is a trap that way too many people are falling into, and I want to help you avoid it by giving you some of the details right here in this video, because it is a very fine line, and if you step across the line, then you get a bill, and if you stay on the right side of the line, well then you don't get a bill and Medicare pays. But how do you know what to do? Well, that's what I'm explaining for you here in this video, because again, it is so confusing, and that's why I call it a Medicare trap, because it's costing a lot of people a lot of money every single year, and a lot of people don't even realize, like, why am I getting this unexpected medical bill? I thought Medicare was going to pay. They're supposed to pay unless the fine line is crossed, then you get the bill. Well, I also do have this article right here, which I will pop up on the screen in just a second so you can see and read for yourself exactly what is being said. I think this is a really good visual representation of what goes on here, and I'll pop that up in just a second. Now, drop a comment down below. Are you on Medicare, yes or no? And have you experienced your annual wellness visit, otherwise known as AWV, or your Welcome to Medicare visit? Have you gone through these, right? So each year you get this annual wellness visit where you can meet with somebody and you talk to them and you have a little conversation. It's more like a strategy, right? Like a strategizing plan for the year. Like, how are we going to stay healthy? They might check your blood pressure, they might weigh you, they might check your height, and they have a conversation. But other than that, that's about it, right? So that's one of the things. Now, drop a comment down below. I would love to hear from you if you have experienced this. Now, quick little side note here, just really fast here. Many of you know this, by the way, if you've been watching the videos. Both of my parents are on Medicare. They've been on Medicare for a couple of years now, and they've both recently had their annual wellness visit. It's kind of interesting because my mom was like, they didn't do anything. They just talked to me the whole time. Like, what's the point of this, right? Well, that's the catch, okay? Now here, let's pop this article up right here, right now. Feel free to read through the details on this. Let me explain. This is the Medicare trap, okay? Don't get me wrong, Medicare is great, but there's a lot of different nuances within Medicare where you got to be very careful, right? The difference between the annual wellness visit and the routine physical exam. Same thing, right? No. Not the same thing. Not the same thing at all. So when you go in for your annual wellness visit, like I said, it's going to be very, very hands-off. You're likely going to sit there, talk to the doctor or the person that you do it with, and they're likely, like I said, probably going to weigh you. They're probably going to take your height, maybe your blood pressure, but that's about it. If you're sitting there and you say, hey, doc, my back hurts, or my knee's broken, or my shoulder, isn't very good right now, or my neck hurts, I got some neck pain. Guess what happens? They're going to code this visit as a routine physical exam, most likely. Instead, they're going to code it something other than your annual wellness visit. Here's the difference. Medicare pays 100% of an annual wellness visit, or, like I mentioned earlier, your Welcome to Medicare visit, they pay 100% of those. However, as soon as you say, hey doc, my back hurts, my knee hurts, my hip hurts, my heart's doing something weird, can you take a listen? My wrist hurts or something like that. I got some neck pain. As soon as it turns into something like that, now it's being coded, as in billed, as a physical exam. And that's not covered by Medicare, right? So now all of a sudden, it went from your no expenses, 100% paid by Medicare annual wellness visit to, whoops, we've got ourselves a physical exam now, and it's going to cost you, okay? Now, why did I say earlier upwards of $283 or more? Well, guess what? Right now in 2026, the Medicare Part B deductible is, guess how much? $283. Yeah, it went up by $26 over what it was last year. So now it's $283, okay? So what I mean by that is the first $283 is basically you. You're on the hook for the first $283. That's your deductible for Medicare Part B right now in 2026. So when you go in and you have your annual wellness visit and you think all is good, 100% paid, as long as I'm here, I'm just going to ask them about my knee that hurts or my ankle that's, not feeling good or whatever, my back that hurts every day, things like this. As soon as you do something like that, they're going to code it differently and bill it differently. Therefore, you're likely going to get stuck with a big ol' medical bill that you don't want, okay? Now, again, I want to be very clear about this. I'm not here to tell you what to do, okay? Do what you got to do for yourself. I'm not here to tell you what to do. That's never my style, okay? I'm here to give you information. I'm here to help you avoid different things like this that we're talking about right now. But when you go in for your annual wellness visit, it's going to be very, very hands-off. It's going to be more like a conversation. That's about it. Literally sitting there, strategizing, what can we do to stay healthy? What are we doing? It's just literally going to be a conversation for the most part. It's not going to be like this whole, we're going to check y'all out, we're going to do a physical. No, totally different things, right? Two totally different things. And that is the major problem here, is that so many people go into this and think, it's my physical, right? I'm just having a physical, and that's being paid for by Medicare. Totally different, totally different. And again, they don't really tell you that, right? So by the way, quick little pro tip here, and you maybe saw this here in the article, when you call to make your appointment on this, make sure that you're making it very clear. Like, ring, 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 ring. Hello, it's XYZ doctor's office. Yeah, hey, it's me, Joe Blow, and I want to make my appointment for my annual wellness visit for Medicare. Yes, my Medicare annual wellness visit. Don't call and say, I want to schedule my annual physical. Totally different things, right? One is covered, one is not. Make sense here? Okay. Now, one more thing I want to point out for you. We're still very early on in 2026 right now. I still continue to get comments down below all the time on videos. Okay, people reach out and say, it's early on, got my plan, made an appointment with my doctor, they didn't pay, they're not in network, can't see my doctor anymore, my office, my clinic, my hospital system isn't in network, went to the pharmacy, whoops, my prescriptions are significantly more expensive now. What happened? I'm pissed. What happened, right? Have you experienced this? I've seen a ton of these comments so far this year. I want to say this much. We're still very early on in the year right now. Do yourself a huge favor. If you are on Medicare, which at this point I presume that you are because you're watching this video on Medicare, do yourself a huge favor. Do it right now, in fact. Grab your Medicare card, grab your phone, call Chapter right there. Phone number's right there on the screen for you. Call Chapter. Please do yourself a favor. Call them, connect with one of the trusted advisors right there, ask them your questions. See what options or what flexibility you have right now to maybe still be able to see your doctor. They can help you out, okay? And here's the deal. Just have that conversation with them. It's 100% free. It doesn't hurt to ask. Dude, my philosophy in life is ask and you'll be shocked with what you receive. Like shocked with what you receive, okay? There are so many people out there that don't ask. The last several years here, I've really implemented this whole thing in my life where I ask everything. I ask for a discount on everything. Whatever it happens to be, I ask no matter what every single time. I can't tell you how much money I've saved in the last, say, 5, 6, 7 years or so, literally by picking up my phone, making a phone call, and asking on literally everything. I do it all the time, okay? Quick little side note, many of you know this. At the end of 2025, November into about the first half of December, I had shingles. I was in the urgent care. I got a bill for about $3,000 for all the things, right? I had an MRI. I was sitting in urgent care for like 7 hours or something like that. It was nuts. Anyway, a few weeks later, got a bill for $3,000. Called them up and I was like, this is ridiculous. $3,000 for all the things? And I was like, there's got to be something here, right? Like, what can you do? And they're like, we don't offer discounts. I was like, you don't offer discounts at all? Nothing? You don't offer any kind of discount? They're like, no, we don't offer discounts. I was like, what if I pay the entire balance right now? I floated on a credit card. And I said, what if I pay it right now? Nope, we don't offer discounts, sir. I said, you've got to be kidding me. How about 10%? I'll pay it all right now. And she said, hang on. Puts me on hold for a minute, comes back a couple minutes later. I talked to my manager. We can offer you a 10% discount right now if you pay all of it. Okay, save myself $300 because I literally paid it all in full at that moment. I floated the balance on a credit card, but who cares? I saved $300 because I asked. Okay, even though she said time and time again, we don't offer discounts, sir. You've got to offer something. I'm sure you do, right? I know there's always a way. There's always a way. And therefore, put me on hold, asked a manager, got 10% off, saved $300. $300, I'll take it, right? Anyway, my point being is that ask. My point is, if you're on Medicare, please call Chapter. See what they can do for you, okay? And again, I know you've seen this time and time again, all the comments. Again, I still have more comments I need to add to my list here, all the pages, but page after page after page of people in this community reaching out after calling Chapter, right there, phone number, and saying, hey, got a plan, save all kinds of money. all kinds of things. I mean, it's amazing how much people are saving. By the way, just those of you in this community have collectively saved $2 million plus just in the last year from calling Chapter right there. $2 million of savings collectively between those of you in this community. That's amazing. Thousands of you in this community have called. About 10,000 of you in the last year have called that number. Just so far this year, hundreds of you already just this year have already called that number right there to get free help with Chapter. Amazing, okay? Anyway, call them. After you talk to them, drop a comment down below on any video. Doesn't matter the video. Just use the word Chapter within your comment. Let me know how it goes. I'll grab your comment. I'll add it to my stack here, and I'll continue to feature you in upcoming videos. I hope this helps you. Again, key takeaways. Make sure to use the words annual wellness visit when you schedule your appointment. Be very careful what you do at that appointment. If you have them check out your back injury, your knee that hurts, your neck pain, whatever it happens to be, they're probably going to code that as a routine physical exam, and you're probably going to get a bill for that, okay? Please be very careful, but I'm here to help you out. Do what you got to do for yourself. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm here to help you maximize your income, save as much money as you possibly can, avoid unexpected bills, and stay up to date with everything going on. Please subscribe if you're new here, 100% free. Big subscribe button down below. Please share the video. Share this video. Please share that phone number right there as well. For anybody you know on Medicare, give them a call, see what they can do for you. I think you're going to be shocked right now with your flexibility and optionality you still have right now in 2026. Give them a call. I look forward to reading your comments down below. Make sure to use that word Chapter. Again, that's the keyword in order to help me find those comments. Otherwise, enjoy, take care, and I'll catch you.